All right. So right now we're waiting for people to come in. Hey, Hetty. There's one person in the room. Her name is Hetty, I think. Hetty Henry.
You gotta wait.
Yes,
Sorry, Nikki. I'm trying to keep her as quiet as I can.
What? It's a household of kids. You need to. It don't matter.
It's always loud.
It is okay. Okay, I gotta figure this thing out.
Why you have signed the room?
Come on, let's see each and every.
What? What?
Come on.
Hello, April. How are you? Everybody. Hey, Carmela. I need you guys to go fan out. Tell everybody, come join us over here in the room. Share this video with a bunch of people. Share with everybody you know, right, Alejandro?
Yep.
Share with everybody you know. Your faces, you have like half of your face is missing. Where is it?
Okay, let me.
Hey, Laura, how are you?
If
Yeah,
not,
now all of your head is there.
I think if it does it, we can turn off the background with the blur.
You gotta get closer, I think. Yeah. Oh no, that's even worse.
No, that he's too close.
There you go, right there.
You're about to disappear, period. It was first. Nope, it's still half your head. Let me see. Face me, Alejandro. There you go. You gotta face. You gotta turn a little bit, and then I get your whole face.
Yeah.
If you turn that way, this is starting to move away.
There you
Okay.
go.
Right.
Yep. All right. Hey, Sherelle, Sweet Trees. Hey, Latrice. How's everybody doing tonight? It's 13 people in here. That means we need 13 likes. I need you guys to take this link and share it with everybody. I know. You need to share this link everywhere. Go put it on your Instagram. Go put it on your Facebook. Go put it in your groups. Put it everywhere. Hello, Kelly. Hello. Put it everywhere. So, people. Oh, Yvonne's here too. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, LaRonda. All right, the room is filling up. Alejandro, everybody's excited to see you.
Thank you.
They were talking about it. They're like, oh, I gotta be there. I'm not gonna miss this one. And I know we definitely have to wait for Yas to get in the room because I think Yas said she want her son to listen to you because you're so inspiring.
Thank you.
Did you know you were inspiring?
I noticed I am inspiring for a few kids, but because like classmates.
What are they telling you in school?
They haven't. One of them's like, I'm gonna start making lemonade. One of them was like, I can't remember what he was gonna do. It was like a month ago. So yeah, a lot of people are like lemonade.
Lemonade is quick, easy. You could do that. Yep. So that's what they're not gonna copy you and make candles, right?
No.
All right. Hello, Carolyn. We're trying to wait for the room to fill up. Again, the room is getting pretty full really early. Everybody's excited. So I'm going to give it like 2 more minutes and then we are going to, I need you to introduce yourself. Tell me about yourself, what you like, everything's just going to be, well, you already know how to run a show. So I don't have to tell you anything. You don't need pointers.
I know. Everyone's saying I'm like a professional at shows and news, but it's like you get used to it.
You are. You're not nervous. You're ready. You ready to go? You know all the stuff that you need to say for tonight?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. Well, I don't know all the things I'm saying for tonight. All right. So let's go, you guys, with the likes. Firstly, I want to say, if you are not following me on YouTube or Instagram, go follow us over there. Make sure you join up for the Honor Society, and also make sure you're following Smell of Love Candles. That is the Alejandro's brand. So make sure that you are following them, and also make sure you interact with him so that we can get him up in the algorithm and everything is moving. Although he doesn't need much work because he got this, right? He got this.
Oh, my face is disappearing again.
Don't worry about it.
It's Ray.
Yes, Mama, eat.
He looks weird, Patricia.
Oh, here. Why don't we get
Fix
rid of
him?
How do you do this? Yeah.
Edit. Are you edit?
Is it settings? I think it's under settings.
He's good when his face is like this way.
Where you
but-
going? I'm doing money.
Okay, go eat. Go eat. You're eating.
Okay. Yes, follow all of his platforms. Sign up. Are you guys still doing the free samples?
Yep, we're still doing the free samples. Yep. You can
Okay,
get
and
free-
make sure that you sign up for that too, because they are giving free sample. They're not giving, but you got to sign up for their newsletter to get the free samples. They got a free sample package of their best sellers. So you got to make sure that you sign up for that. So with all of that being said, all right, we ready, Alejandro?
I am ready.
All right. So today's guest is Alejandro from Smell of Love Candles. If you followed his journey from the very beginning, he looked like such a little kid to now he's like a young adult right now. So I'm like, oh my gosh, his face is changing so much. We saw a little mustache.
Yeah, my little mustache.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God, Alejandro, you're growing before my very eyes.
I had
So,
to cut sideburns yesterday.
I'm telling you, and you can see them popping when you're doing your videos. I see them on the side. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at Alejandro's face. It's changing on me. Okay. So Alejandro, tell us about who you are. How old are you? What grade you're in?
My name's Alejandro, and I am the CEO of Smell of Candles, as you have heard. And I am 11 years old, and I created a candle company.
Mm-hmm. And what grade?
I'm in 6th grade.
Okay, so you're in 6th grade, and are you going to school? Are you homeschooled? What are you doing for school?
I'm virtual.
Virtual. Okay. And do you like virtual school?
Virtual school is different because I'm more used to going in person.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to go back?
Yes. I want to see everyone in person.
Mm-hmm. But how you gonna handle your business? Because when I'm looking at you in the videos, you doing stuff on lunch break, and then you doing stuff in between time when you have little breaks. How you gonna handle that?
That's gonna be going in person. That's gonna be a little complicated. But I think we can manage it because all this stuff like lunch breaks and like virtual is helping. But we're thinking of a way like how I can help with the business while I'm in middle school. Because I'm going in person and I won't be virtual anymore. So we're gonna figure out how to juggle all of that. But for right now, it is easy during virtual.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And are you excited about middle school?
Middle, I would say I'm nervous and also excited.
Mm-hmm. You know, middle school is a lot more responsibility.
Yeah, my
Tell him,
teachers.
Nikki.
Middle school is a lot more responsibility. You're more independent in middle school as opposed to like regular school where the teachers check up on you. Now you're responsible for getting your books out of your locker, the books that you need, and taking them to class, and you can't leave anything behind.
And one thing I mean I'm good at is like wake up early. That's gonna be a little situation because it's like 7. Is it 7:30?
I think it starts at 7:20.
7:20,
Yeah.
and I usually wake up at 7. So that's gonna be
Oh, wait, class is starting at 7:20, or you got to be at the bus?
I have to be at school at 7:20.
Oh, yeah, that's super early. And do you get out earlier for middle school?
I'm not familiar with the times, but I guess you do because I'm used to my times, which is like around 9 to 3:30.
Yeah. Usually the middle schools here, they get out at about 2:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's middle.
And so, are you going to get on the?
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. I'm just over here like,
He keeps looking up at you. He's like,
stop, focus.
"What do you want, Mom?"
He's telling me to get out of his life with his eyes.
I know. I do. Okay, so we have Yaz's son is here. His name is Amir. So just say hello to Amir.
Hello, Amir.
All right, so now let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all, right? So how did you even start this candle company?
So it started with my mom really loved candles. We would like when we were in the store, we would always head straight to the candle aisle. But then after a while, we started to get headaches and like allergies. And also I have asthma, so it triggered it. And she found out it was coming from the candles. So it started to like process because she was like pretty disappointed. So she's made candles a little bit, and then she taught me and I
Mhm.
created a candle for her called Jurassic Orange, and she really
Mm.
enjoyed it. And she suggested, "Why do you make it into a business?" Since I've always been like in the entrepreneur track, since I've always been like doing lemonade or like doing the lawn for neighbors.
And I heard you used to do some shoveling too.
Yes, snow
And she
shovel.
said, I've seen a picture and you were shoveling and you lost your glove. I think you had a sock on your hand.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so what are you doing with all your money?
Look over there.
um, I with the money I buy comic books. I
Of
do
course.
and of course of books, and also give the money to homeless people and also
Nice.
shelters.
Nice. Now, what kind of comic books do you like?
My favorite comic is I would say
Are you Marvel? What is it? Marvel and
I'm
DC,
Marvel.
right?
I'm Marvel. I don't like DC.
Why? What's wrong with it?
DC's got to catch up. That's what I have to say.
They got to catch up to what?
They gotta catch up on their performance. I mean, like Marvel has all these characters, and their like movies are great, and it's like they really expand while DC is more like focused. They haven't really expanded.
Okay. So you're saying that DC is kind of boring to you then? That's what you're saying?
DC is
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
boring.
getting. I think you're telling me that they're boring.
Yes, and Marvel has an interesting like timeline. It gets you hooked.
Mm.
Like after the blip, like after Thanos snapped, and like just about all this stuff.
Oh, you're about to geek out on me with the comment. Let me tell you something. I don't even know the difference between DC and Marvel. So I do know Thanos because of the ring and the stones. I do remember that.
Yes, and it, like snapped and everyone disappeared.
All right. So now also you like to read books,
Yes,
right?
to read books.
So I've seen the books that you like to read. My son used to love reading books at your age. And what are your favorite type of books?
My favorite type of books are chapter books, and also comic books. Because the way I like chapter books is because they kind of hook you on. It just when like an author like trails off a little bit, it
Mhm.
really isn't really snappy. And I like the
It's
Percy
not
Jackson
snappy.
books. I like the Percy Jackson books, and I like Magnus Chase. And I just like comic books. I mainly like DC. My bad, Marvel.
I got you, right?
But yeah, I love Marvel, so I'm a big comic book and a chapter book guy.
Okay. Okay. Now, what about Captain Underpants? Is that too young for you?
No, that's still my age. I still like Underpants. I just don't read it as much, but I still like him.
Mm. Okay. All right. So now I want to talk about you donating money to the homeless cause, right? So where do you donate and how do you do it? Like I'm asking you a bunch of questions, so answer it all in a group. You don't
Okay.
have to think about what I said, right? But how did you even start doing that?
I always thought of helping people in need, because I always feel bad when I see people out there without a house. So I
Mhm.
decided to like give money to homeless shelters. We've looked up what homeless shelters are great. We've met with Me and You, which is a homeless shelter that gives money to the homeless. So
Mhm.
and we've became business partners, and we've just really looked out at any other great homeless shelters.
Ah, and so do you give them any products? Do you donate any supplies or you just give donations?
We give donations, and then they like purchase like toilet paper,
Mhm.
cards, and things like that.
Oh, nice. That's very cool, Alejandro.
Thank you.
And it's very selfless of you to think of other people when you haven't even experienced the world yet. But for you to think about other people, that's so great. It's so amazing.
Thank you.
So now we have, let's see, we have two more. We have two kids in the room. We have 5 in the room. 5 is saying hello. Say hello to 5, Alejandro.
Hello, 5.
Charisma is in the house. Hello, Charisma. Hey, Laura. Hey, Quell. Quell loves Marvel like you, Alejandro.
Oh, I know someone asked, did you see the Percy Jackson movies? No. The Percy Jackson movie, well, I've seen them, but they aren't as interesting as the books.
My son says the same thing. He doesn't like the movies he doesn't like those movies at all.
It doesn't follow the track of the book, and it's different.
Yeah. And you think they messed it up when they made it into a movie?
Yeah, I think they messed it up because it just doesn't feel the same.
And you don't think because you could see the pictures instead of in the book, do you get I'm going off in another one. All right, so just when you see the pictures in the movie, you don't see it like, more vibrant in your head creating a story, or do you like to see it in the book and you create your own story?
I like to imagine. My imagination is huge. So when I usually read, I usually picture it in my head. I don't know how, but I guess I can. But it's when it comes to like the movies, it doesn't feel like yourself. It feels off. It doesn't. It's very off the book.
Okay, I got you. All right. So now let's get into the candle company. So you started because you made one for your mom, and then how did you decide that this is what you wanted to, like, I want to go full force and do this as a business?
So it took a little planning because after that I was like, well, that's great because we were like we can ship it to people that's like far from us, and we can also do like markets. So we decided to do it, and then after a while COVID came.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So after COVID, what did you do?
We've expanded. Our house is full of boxes. My mom can tell you all about that. And we've expanded. The mailing the candles is a really great idea. Because sorry about my sister, it's a really great idea.
I used to watch your YouTube videos, and that's just, you always used to say, like, that's just my little sister. That's just my little sister.
Yeah, she likes to shout. But we've done like little markets, because that's helped expand, and also the website. The website has helped us a lot. So the COVID-19 has brought a little bit of an advantage, but of course this virus is bad.
Right. Now let's go back to the beginning, right? We're gonna go back to the beginning because you took me to where you're at now, right? But we're gonna go back to the very beginning, to your first candle. How did you know what kind of wax you wanted to use?
We did research.
Mhm.
My mom was like, after the candle thing, she was all like vegan and like good natural ingredients. So we were like thinking of a wax to use. It wasn't like, because at first we were getting a little small bag, not like the giant boxes.
Not like the pallets that you guys are getting now. Not like those.
But I was thinking of using a different wax, but my mom told me like to research first, and I found out it has paraffin. So
Okay.
I decided to use soy wax because it can be like traced back to the fields, and so we thought that was great. And also we thought that soy wax burns slower, but it like burns like a regular candle. So we went with soy wax. And we melted a little bit and we poured it into a container.
Okay. So now that you said soy wax melts slower, does that mean your candle lasts longer?
Yeah, it lasts longer. Like the little minis you see on the website and at markets, those can last for 10 hours compared to a store-bought one that's only going to last you a few hours.
Do you tell people that when you're talking to them and telling them about your candles?
Yeah, it's like day and night, like the the minis will last longer than the store-bought ones.
And did you find that when you had when you noticed the allergies, right? Did you notice that when you started making candles, did anything trigger your allergies, or were you kind of like, okay, this is it because our allergies is not acting up anymore? How did you figure that out?
Because we burned the Jurassic Orange, and sorry, but it just
Tina's over here letting it rip. Hopefully you guys didn't hear it.
Oh my gosh.
But what were you saying again? I forgot.
Your allergies.
So we didn't get allergies, which was surprising because from the other candles we would get like stuffy nose or like a runny nose because my mom has a lot of allergies, so you would see her like snuffing her nose all the time and like a runny nose, and also my asthma trigger because back then when I was young I used to have a lot of asthma attacks.
When you were young?
Yes.
And you're old.
But I used to get a lot. I used to get asthma from these candles. But after we burned it, we noticed no one got allergies. Everything was fine. So we were like, "This is the wax we should be using."
And what did Jurassic Orange smell like? You see, everybody's laughing.
Jurassic Orange smelled like an orange. Well, here, let me put it this way. It smells like sweet orange, and it's very nice. I really love it. But yeah, it smells like a very sweet orange, and also like a little bit like I would say musky a little bit.
What does musky smell like, Alejandro?
It's like a very like it's like not too high and not too low, a little bit. But yeah, it's a great fit for an orange.
Okay. And right. And then how do you pick your scents for your candles?
We usually like smell them, and we kind of decide like we should have because one thing, our customers, that's a big thing. They give us ideas. Like people are like, do you have an almond scent? Or do you have like a snickerdoodle caramel? And that really brings to us so that we know there are customers out there that like the scent. So we usually think about it. We don't do like someone wants almond, let's make a whole like stack of
right.
Sorry, I don't know if you can
y'all at it again.
Yep, she let it rip again. But we usually decide but if we hear like the scent a lot, then we decided to become a big thing, like Lily of the Valley. A lot of people want that, so we've decided we should maybe have a candle with Lily of the Valley.
Do you like that scent? It's very floral. Do you like the floral scents?
I like some floral scents. I think they're all great. One of my favorites is Bloom. And that one's one of my favorites of the florals.
Oh, did you have that on? What did you have? Scent of the day? What was your Mondays? Aroma Mondays. On your Aroma Monday. Did you do Bloom on Aroma Mondays?
We didn't do the Bloom because that one's brand new, but I think we did. I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago. I think we did do Bloom Girl Bloom. I'm not sure. It was a while ago.
I know you did. Which one? I know you did Love. I seen Love.
Yes.
I can't remember what else, but I know, and I remember you just. It was Bloom.
So we have another candle named Bloom Girl Bloom, but we don't have it.
Oh, okay, okay.
One.
All right, so go ahead. I'm listening. I put the question up there, so when you finish, you'll see it.
All right, another one is I just Pink Sugar. That one's a giant floral one. Has a lot of flowers in it.
Do you like that one? Does it smell too girly?
it's too much for me. Like I'm not like too much flour. It I'm not usually I don't really like it. But
Do
I
they
think
give you headaches?
I think it's a great scent. It doesn't give me headaches. I think it's a great scent, but I would say my favorite is Bloom.
Ah, you know what? Let me tell you a secret, which is not a secret. I'm just gonna tell you. I hate florals. I do
Oh,
not like them. Mm-mm.
I didn't know that.
I don't like them. They smell, to me, florals smell like dirt and some other stuff, but I'm not a fan of florals. Like, it's not my thing. But
Okay.
like you said, your customers, you got to do, sometimes you got to do what your customers like, right?
Mhm.
And so florals is one of those things. I'm like, really? Do you really want a flower? Do you really? But, got to go with the punches, right?
Mhm.
All right. So Quell wants to know, is the name Jurassic Orange? Is that on the website?
Oh yes, the name is Jurassic Orange.
And what size is that? Do you have those in the mini tins?
Oh yes, we have in the minis, the travels, and the glasses.
Okay. So, and now I want to talk about your dessert candles, because that's how I met you guys, through your dessert candles at
Yeah.
first. I think you were trying to perfect your frosting or whatever,
Mhm.
right?
That was
So, tell me all about the dessert candles. Like, how did that even start?
It started when we were I guess we were like bored a little bit with like the regular candles, and we were thinking of like a new candle, and then we were thinking of why don't we do something food, and I was
Yeah.
thinking, and I was like looking at a donut, we decided, hey, why don't we do like a dessert candle, and why does it have like a base and like little embeds, but we decided to take it more further, and we decided to have like a jelly jar and like a base, and then we decided to put maybe frosting in it.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little complicated because, oh my goodness, like the first like 5 dessert candles looked like they were made with cereal. But we decided maybe to put like embeds. So
Yeah.
we came to you. We were like, hey, how do we make frosting?
So you're saying your first one, piping is hard for everybody,
Yes,
but
especially for wax.
yeah, and because it hardens up so fast, like you don't have a chance to really like, also like, oh, I messed up, let me fix it,
Yeah, because I know first time it got hardened and we couldn't get
Yeah.
the thing out, so we had to heat it up and then do it again.
Yep. Yep. Did you like I know that you guys are discontinuing those on the website, but you still do those at the markets, right?
Yes, we still have them at markets.
And how come you're not doing them on the website anymore?
It's a big thing because we've noticed, a lot of people are shifting to the regulars
Yeah.
and shifting to the regular candles and not to the dessert candles. So we decided because a lot of people, they aren't really getting the desserts. The regulars are booming, so we decided maybe we won't have them on the website, but we'll have them for the market.
Good strategy. Somebody is coaching you very well. Who is your coach?
Can I say his name? Isaiah. Isaiah is our coach.
And so you notice that it's
Quinton?
good that you noticed. You could have
Oh,
said
my
mom.
mom.
Yes. Like, you could have said
Oh,
mom.
that's
That's
like
fine.
Quentin. My bad. Quentin's one of my mentors, but my mom is another coach too.
Yes, yes, yes. So you noticed that they weren't selling. So you said, okay, so it's time for us to take that down, right?
Yeah, cause we went to Atlanta. We had this big meeting, and we decided to don't put the dessert candles on the website,
Yeah.
but we can have them for the market exclusive.
You must be big time, because who flies out of the state to go to a meeting for business?
Actually, we didn't fly. We actually drove.
Drove.
Yeah, it was quite a trip.
Okay, okay. So Yas wants to know, what's your most popular scent?
We have 4. It's like a race. It's like a race to the top. I would say Best Tea is trying to take over the first place spot for Alexa.
Okay.
But it's like a tough battle because Alexa still remains popular, but Best Tea is close behind it.
Oh, gotcha. So let's see. 5 asked, what was the name of your first candle?
The name of our first candle was Jurassic Orange. That was
The one you made for your mom is the one you started the company with? You made that one first for the company?
yes. So
Oh,
it's called Jurassic Orange. The legacy continues because I really, it's one of my favorites.
oh, okay. So Quell wants to know. She says she doesn't want to know. She says she always messes up the frosting. So do you think now that you kind of perfected it since you've made so many?
Yeah, we've perfected it. We've had a few like uh-ohs, but it's still fine. We've perfected it. Even Valentina, wants to help, but we can't let her do like with the hot wax stuff. But we're starting to get used to it.
Mm-hmm. And so now wicking your candles is very difficult, right? Did you have a hard time when you were trying to find your wicks for your candles?
We always test like with the glass jars. We were like
Yeah.
testing different things. Like we tried, like 14s and different ones until we found a good one. Because some wicks will like burn like straight, like will tunnel down.
Oh, good candle word. Yes, come on. Good candle word. Yes, let's go.
Will
It'll
tunnel down.
tunnel. What else will it do?
It'll tunnel down.
Mm-hmm,
And also it'll burn, but it'll just leave this like it'll leave like wax still on the sides of the glass, and it won't burn the whole thing down.
Yep. So and that how many candles did you okay, let me come back. How many jars have you tested?
How many? I've lost track. But we've tested quite some. Quite. I'm losing words too.
Rewind it back.
Jars.
Watch it come back to you. Go. It'll come back.
Quite some jars. And we've been testing different scents as we continue. Like as we create new candles, we test like for like the new ones now, like Sunkissed Bloom. What's that other one? But those I forgot. But those two, like we always test them.
Mm-hmm.
Beach House, we test that one. For Sunkissed, we test that one. So we always test to make sure what we're giving our customers is something that we burn at our house.
Gotcha. Now I want to talk about the markets. Do you like doing the markets?
The markets are great. Some of them can wipe you out clean. The DC Holiday Market, that one destroyed us. We were like coming home tired.
Mm-hmm.
And we would like go to bed early, and we sometimes had to make candles last night.
Right. And so now when I do markets, they make me exhausted from being there like 6 o'clock in the morning, like 6 o'clock at night, putting everything up, taking everything down, makes me so extremely tired. How do you keep your energy up?
Well, I stand all day.
Yeah.
I sometimes sit when I'm like eating, but I think we've been used to it because I think we're like used to like getting up, setting up. Because my goodness, when we're like when we're like a little bit late, like when it's like a few 30 minutes before the market starts,
Yeah.
we set up pretty quickly since since we've done markets every weekend. We have market
Yes.
every weekend this month. So we're starting to get used to it.
Mm-hmm. And so now something really amazing happened at your holiday markets last year for December, right? December, January. Something really amazing happened. There were some things that were really amazing that happened to you. So tell us all about the amazing things that were happening to you over the holiday markets.
One of the giant ones was meeting the Vice President, Kamala Harris. That was giant. And she stopped at our booth and she got cinnamon buns and the gentleman. That was a huge one. And the other one was, I'm trying to flash back to it, but another one was Black Friday. That was a big one in like small business. Sunday, because a lot of people came in. We were like overflowed. And we were after that day we were exhausted.
Right. And so what happened? How did you get on all those news channels? I've seen you all over the news. How did you get there?
One of the things is that one of our known reporters, he knows us. He saw us and he was like, "Oh wow!" And then
Mhm.
a few days earlier, he came by and he did a news report.
Mm.
And another one was this lady. She wanted to cover us because she's heard about us, and she filmed our booth and she did a couple of things. And we were on the news. And we were at the DC Holiday Market during that time.
Right. Now, how you see how you just blown right past the vice president? Let's come back to the vice president.
Mhm.
Tell us about that experience. Like, what was going on?
A lot of things was going on in
Mhm.
a matter of seconds. One of them was my mom was jumping up and down in the back. She was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And I was standing there and
Cool, calm, and collected like a cucumber, right? Because it didn't phase you.
well, in the outside it looks like that, but in the inside I was like nervous, and I felt like I was sweating in my back. And it felt like my whole body went cold.
Okay.
It was freezing. And
Well, it was cold outside. Was it because it was cold outside, or was it because it was just something you felt inside?
no, it felt like everything was frozen because I was like bundled up. Like on the
Yeah.
first day, it was cold. Like I had a warm scarf, a hat, like giant gloves. Yeah, I had ski stuff on.
Yeah. And
But
so,
and it felt nice. Because when she come by, she was like, "That's you." She pointed to the sign we always have up.
yeah.
I was like, "Yes, that is me." And she was like, "I know you." And I was really shocked at first, because she's the vice president. A lot of things happen, in America, and you have to like fix it. So I was really shocked, and I was like, wow. And she was like, yeah. And what do you have here? And I said, I have candles. I have soy wax candles with essential oils. Found them run by me. So it was pretty exciting. And she was like, can I come in? And I was like, yeah.
Wow.
She
You
came.
weren't nervous? Were you tripping over your words?
Not really.
Mm.
A few like one moment I was like tripping up. But then we came prepared. We were like, "Do you want to smell the gentleman?" Because her husband was with her, and his name is the second gentleman.
Right.
So we decided to use the gentleman, and she got that. And the other one we thought she would get cherry blossom because
Yeah.
you're in DC. But instead she went to cinnamon buns, which as you see she likes to cook, so it kind of made a little sense. So she got those two, and my goodness, there was a crowd outside the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then when she left, we took a picture at the end, and she left, and it was pretty exciting. My mom was like, "Oh my goodness!" She was like, "You met the vice president."
Right. And she knew who you were.
Yeah, that was pretty big, and it's like the aftermath after she left. A lot of people like rushed in the booth. That was the one thing, because a lot of people like on the sidewalk just rushed in the booth.
Oh, did they buy a lot of candles when they seen that she bought
Yeah,
some?
a lot of people bought.
Nice. And how excited were you? Did you say I'm a little celebrity? Because she knows who I am.
After that, after I let I was like, I was like nervous. Even when
Mm-hmm.
she left, and everyone was like, "You met the vice president."
You met the vice president.
We had a recorder there, and she was like, "Good job. Not every day you meet the vice president."
Not every day you can speak to the vice president.
Yes. And yeah.
So Yas wants to know, did you take a picture with her?
She. So we aren't allowed to take pictures unless she's like agreed. So my mom asked, "Can you take a picture?" And she was like, "Yeah." So we took a picture. And it was pretty cool. All of us in the front. And it was pretty nice.
Nice. And then what happened at school? when
Uh,
everybody heard about it at school? Like, what were they saying to
I
you?
was quiet for the first hour until I reached math. I was like, "Hey guys, I met the vice president," and oh my goodness, my ears went deaf. Because everyone was like, "You've been on the news. You met the vice president." Someone thought I met the president because they
Mhm.
misunderstood it. But it was crazy. Like people were like, I mean, it was like shocking because I remember a few days ago during that
Mhm.
holiday market, I told them I was on the news and they went crazy. Alejandro was on the news. Alejandro's making big bucks. Alejandro is doing all this
Tell
sort
them
of
don't count your money. Tell them don't count your money.
I know people are like, you're making big bucks. You're gonna be a billionaire by you're 14.
You are, because we're not a small business, right, Alejandro? We are a business.
We are a business, not a
That's
small
right.
business.
All right. So now the latest thing that I seen was it
The
Northern
Northern Virginia.
Virginia?
hmm
Now, how was that? I saw your new pictures are in there.
When that lady came in to like take pictures and all that stuff, we went crazy. We were like looking for the notebook. I actually have it right here. It was pretty exciting because when they were like, you can be on the Northern magazine. We were we were blown because it's like this is a pretty popular magazine. A lot of people
Yeah.
get in their mail. So we were like, this is great. So
Mhm.
a lady came by. She took some pictures with our candles, with the dessert candles, and after she told us like it'd be in the magazine by April. And we were like, every store we went to, we checked the book area and we also checked the magazine, like the cashier area where they have
Yeah.
like all the magazines. We couldn't find it because they usually had the March one until we found it. We got a couple, and then we flipped to the page.
Oh, you have it right there?
Yep, right here.
You're supposed to have a little post-it on the page.
Actually, let me take off this background because it blurs it. Here you go. That's me right here.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it.
Yep.
So that's
Wait, come
me.
down a little bit. There you go.
Oh,
Yes, we can see it.
11-year-old CEO, and that's me right there.
Yep.
Yeah. I was showing you guys the chapter little thing. But here is the article. And that is me.
And there's your candle.
But yeah, we are on here. They have a picture of the dessert, me making a picture of me.
That is so awesome.
Please, mommy.
And so when you get to middle school, you are going to be like Mr. Man in middle school.
Well, yeah, my mom says you're gonna be at the top, just because it's like don't let no one make fun of you if you have a business, because you're gonna be
Right, because they're going to still be in school doing crazy stuff, and you're going to be out there making money doing everything you want to do, driving. I heard you want a trucking business too.
I that's right. What'd you say?
I'm fixing the light.
What'd
Patricia,
you
you messing up his show.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what were you saying?
Your trucking company.
I couldn't hear that.
Your truck. Can you hear me?
Yeah, truck company.
Do you want a truck company or do you want a truck?
We're thinking of. I don't really want a truck company. I'm mainly thinking of like an engineering business in the future.
What? Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back. You do coding too.
Yes, I do coding.
Do you like it?
It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, the virtual sessions ended. So, but yeah, I do coding.
And do you do stuff on your website? Like, what do you do? What are you using it for? Was it a class? Like, what was it?
Usually class and coding. So we've created websites during the virtual thing.
Yeah.
And it was pretty nice. We were like, maybe we can use it for the thing, but then but then we realized the thing was a little bit way too advanced for me.
Okay, gotcha.
Like longs of code, like pictures and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like I didn't know how to even do like the little button things. All I knew was like having like like little words, and like head,
Yeah.
like basically creating a virtual newspaper. That's what we
Okay.
usually do.
Ah, okay. All right. So now that we know almost everything about you, right?
Mhm.
What would you tell if somebody was a kid and they wanted to get into business? What would you tell them?
I would tell them when you're a kid, you basically think of like money. You want to get like candy, you want to get all this stuff, but don't really think about that, because if you think about that, you're really gonna make your business crash. So focus on like
Oh, wait a minute.
investing,
Rewind, come back. How are they going to do that? How are
because
they going to make their business crash thinking about the money?
you're gonna be spending it on all this stuff instead of
Mm.
thinking of to invest it and like
Yeah.
invest in like supplies, like look carefully, because some businesses out there are mainly focused on the money and not
Yeah.
on really investing revenue, and
Mm.
getting supplies that can give you money back.
Right. Oh, look at you with your smart self. All right. Wait, let you know what? You know what we got to do for that?
Air
What we
horn.
got to do, Alejandro?
The air horn.
How it sounds? How it sounds?
Bam, 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 bam. My sister over here laughing. I always love that thing because like every morning when I'm in school, I hear that ba 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 in your shows.
Oh, yep. I heard you have one headphone on, one headphone off, so you kind of hearing and not hearing at the same time. Are you paying attention in class when I'm on in the morning?
Well, I am, but I can hear like your little talking and like the air horns because my goodness, my mom has the volume on like max, so you can hear like Joe's too.
So you're gonna hear it regardless, right?
Yeah, I can always hear it even with the headphones on, because usually when my mom's on work or something, and even when I have like the volume on high, I can always hear the ba 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 ba.
Well, I had to make sure. I was like, usually when I'm doing the show, I get a lot of feedback from the computer. So I was like, I got to figure out how to not get the feedback so I can have the air horns on for Alejandro when he's on. Because if I don't, then I won't see you live. I won't be able to see your face live.
Well, here I am.
That's right. Here you are. So what kind of businesses you think are good for kids? So you started candles and you needed a lot of help with that, but what kind of business you think would be good for kids?
For kids, basic would be lemonade, because my grandma taught me how to make lemonade. Another one would be, just like mowing a lawn, because usually parents want to be lazy and
They don't want to be lazy. Nobody wants to do it.
Not right now, right? Oh, yeah.
Parents don't want to do it. Period.
yeah, but like children do it, so we have the experience. So we have the experience, so it'd be great to like mow a lawn, and if not, like pull some weeds, because that is a great thing to do.
Now, you said something about your comic books, and my nephew, he loves to draw. And so he used to start trying to, make his comic books and he was going to sell them. Did you ever have that idea to sell your make comic books and sell them?
I've always created comic books when I was little, but they didn't really make sense.
How little?
I would say around when I was like 7, 8, around that time. I used to like.
And you're not little anymore?
I guess you can call me little.
You might be little.
You can call me little, I guess.
You are. You're young.
But here's the thing: I'm growing taller.
Yes, you are.
I'm already like 4 feet and like near 5 feet at this age. So yeah. I guess you can call me little. But I've never really thought of it. Because I usually create it on the sketchbook. I used to create how Dave Pilkey and like Dogman. I used to draw those characters like that. but I didn't really sell them, and I'm not too big on drawing because when I usually draw now, it doesn't really look of what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. And so Kara just said the baby just taught some adults a thing or two. Let me tell you something. He is so ready. He can give you his pitch in a second. He is together. He knows his product, he knows his market, and he knows how to get his point across. And how did you learn how to do all of that, Alejandro? Do you practice in the mirror?
No. My mom helps me.
Ah.
Yes.
You're not you mean to tell me you're not sitting in the mirror? Oh, my aunt is here. Hey, Celeste. You're not here in the mirror saying, "Oh, this candle is going to be so amazing," and looking at yourself in the mirror. You don't do that?
I don't do that. I don't do that. I've never really done that. I know sometimes I look at a mirror and just stare, and like it's a staring contest.
A lot of the times, and I was like, Patricia, what are you telling him? And I see you look at the corner of your eyes, and I see you looking at your mom, and I'm like, what is she saying to you?
I'm cooking.
It's usually my little sister. That's why.
Ah.
Like right here.
Uh-huh. So, and you're 11, right?
Yes, 11.
Yeah.
I'm about to turn 12.
When you turning 12?
In July.
Ah, in July. So what are we doing for your birthday this year?
Huh?
What are we doing for your birthday this year?
We haven't really thought of it since it's like a few months away. But it's a good thing because it's during the summer, so you don't have to worry about like school interrupting anything.
Well, school's not interrupting it. You're running a full-fledged business here. Summertime is when you're at all the markets.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So are you gonna be working on your birthday?
No. I'm definitely not.
Oh, you're gonna be off for your birthday, but your mom has to work on Mother's Day?
My mom will not have to work on Mother's Day.
Okay. Say it again.
A day off for her.
Oh, and she has just a day.
Oh, we have a market on the day before Mother's Day. So
Yep.
At least tomorrow she'll have a day off.
And what day is your birthday?
July 17th.
July 17th. Oh, wait. No, she said 7/20. My daughter turns 12, 7/20. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. We got it. So tell us about your Mother's Day boxes. How are they going?
They're going great. We're thinking of designs, like Valentina and also like myself. So the Mother's Day boxes are coming together. They're gonna be pretty neat, and I think everyone's gonna like them.
And when do they go out?
They go out near Mother's Day for the late shoppers that want to get something for their mom.
Mm-hmm. Now are you guys doing pre-sales? Like, how you doing that?
Did you say something?
No, do your live.
That said something. But I don't think we are, but we're still deciding about that. But we're definitely gonna like release on the website so that people can get it there quickly enough, and then do it at the market so that people there can also get it.
Got you. So Yas says Amir loves Dogman, and I actually have some Dogman books from my nephews that I'm pretty sure they're gonna outgrow by the time I see them. I want to sell my comic books. Oh, so he wants to sell his comic books. Do you have any advice for selling comic books?
For selling comic books, I would say always think of a good like tagline for it, and like say like comic books for something, and always think of like a good title, and like always have the story on like a hook. I'm not too big. I don't really not know how to put it together for like trying to sell comic books.
Yeah. So you just the candle master is basically what you're telling me.
Yeah, I'm mainly the candle master.
Okay. So now let me ask you, because since you have so much experience with the markets, right? Give some people in here, some people are just starting out with pop-up shops and things like that. What tips would you have for them?
Oh, I have a lot of tips.
Oh, excuse me.
One of the tips is don't like sit in your tent and like look at your phone and expect people to come in, because that's what a lot of people think. Because while we're at markets, we see people just sitting, but we're hustling. We're like passing cards to people passing by, and that really brings people in and like invite them, because the results are great. They like come in, and they can be interested, because we've noticed like we have a lot of people in our like booth, and I noticed that a lot of people have people, but not as much as we do. So the results are great. So always hand out flyers.
That's a good one. Now, are you nervous when you're speaking to people when they come into your booth? Are you a little nervous, or you just turn on the charm?
At first, I was like really nervous. I was like, because at first I was like, hey, smell of candles,
Right.
with natural natural ingredients. But now I'm like, smell of candles. My bad, soy wax candles with natural ingredients. Come in, smell the candles. They're great. Um, so, so,
Mm.
so I'm getting used to learning how to talk to people.
How long do you think that took you?
That took me about maybe something like a couple of markets. I would say like 6 markets, because I was like nervous at first, and then I started to get the hang of it, and I'm starting to get used to being around a lot of people.
Right. Now, what would you tell people? Because there's a lot of people in here that are nervous to speak to people, and they don't know how to approach somebody. What would you say to them?
Approach them, and not like this way, like you walk towards them, because I'll like scare them a little bit. But
Uh-huh.
always like stay still and see like, hey, like introduce, like just say, hey, soy wax candles. Tell them what your product is, and also tell them like a few things, like they have natural ingredients. And after that, hand them a card, and they'll read them. But always don't focus on like how the person will react of how you're saying, because different people react in a different way.
Mhm.
But always like focus on saying the things you said to like different people, and don't worry about someone get like angry or something if you say something to them.
Right. Now, if somebody says no to you, because I had a problem with that. I don't like people telling me no. I'm like, what do you mean no? So I have a problem with that. How do you feel about no's?
No's, they can be disappointing, but now they're like, okay, it's like totally fine. Some people have their things. Like we get a lot of no's at the market, but
Mhm.
the yeses completely blow the number off the chart.
Right.
So,
Especially when the vice president is coming to buy your candles, because the vice president knows who you are.
but yeah, but a lot of people, I mean, they say no. Don't focus on people saying no. Don't
Yeah.
or like a face, because
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really matter.
Because they might come back. That no might be a yes, right?
Yeah, that's happened. We've like hand them a card, they said no, and then the sign like catches their attention, and then they come right back. So
Mm.
like just like advertise the business like with signs and stuff. Just don't
Yeah.
overdo it, because
Mhm.
people, you're like one of those people that like to overcrowd stuff, like
Yeah.
stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So now one more thing. Not one more thing, because I'm probably gonna ask you a few more things. But what is the biggest thing that you learned running your own business?
One of the things learning business is that one of them, well, it's changed, but one of them is like patience, and also like learning different skills.
Like what?
Well, yeah.
What skills are you learning, Alejandro?
One of the skills is like how to like set up at markets. One of them is
Mm-hmm.
how to make candles, and because we're gonna start doing like different, we're gonna expand, and you're gonna see
Yeah.
like we're starting to do incense. So we're gonna start, learning the skills of how to do those.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're actually testing one right now. It just burned up. But yeah,
How does it smell?
marketing and accounting is a big one. That
Oh,
one's a big one.
is
And
that
also,
your thing, or is that mom's thing? Is that somebody else's thing? Who does that part?
It's mostly my mom, but I sometimes help, but it's
How you help?
You have to sit in the meetings.
sit in the but it's mostly her, and definitely a big shout out to her because without her, this business wouldn't be where it is right now.
Yes. And I'm so super proud of you. I'm so proud of you because I seen not even the beginning. I wasn't there for the very, very beginning. I seen you somewhere where you were kind of established already, but you have flourished into such an amazing young man.
Thank you.
And how long you think you're going to be doing this? How long you think you're going to be making candles?
Ooh, I would say probably maybe when I'm in college, maybe still be making candles.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think that you're going to be doing other things, or do you like sports? Do you like what else do you like to do?
I like basketball. I like football. I'm a big thing on. Well, football used to be my big thing, but now basketball has taken over.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I like those two basic sports. Because other sports didn't really hit me, like soccer doesn't really
Yeah.
hit me. I used to be big on that, but now I'm not.
Mm-hmm. And so basketball, do you play basketball, or do you like to watch it?
I like to play basketball and also watch it, but during COVID-19, that has really downplayed. So now my skills, they're good, but they're a little rusty.
So that means how come you're not going outside and dribbling the basketball?
We actually have a park near here with a basketball hoop. But right on cue, sometimes my little sister, when she gets my mom can tell you everything. It's like a hassle to get her out. She's like screaming, she's stomping, because she likes to play outside.
Ah,
And sometimes one of the things is that we don't have time.
right, because you're super busy all the time.
Yes.
So now what I want you to do, we're going to ask the audience if they have any questions for you. They were asking throughout the interview, but we're going to ask and see, does anybody have any questions or anything that they would like to ask Alejandro while he's here? And we want to say a special shout out to everybody who have their kids in the room to listen to this. This is so good. Were you nervous about doing this interview? Were you excited about doing this interview?
I'm excited about doing this interview.
Say it one more time.
I'm excited for doing this interview. Yeah. And also another thing, shout out to moms. They're a big thing in this community. They care.
Wait. You gotta say it again. Mom's gotta get an ear horn. Ready?
Moms put food on your plate. They take care of you, and they give you clothes. So definitely a shout out to moms.
Do you have any other shout outs, Alejandro, that I should make ear horn sounds for?
One of the shout outs is, I don't think I have any other shout outs. Just a shout out to my sister, I guess. She helps with the business. She likes to carry supplies to us, and she likes to soaps. She likes to do soaps. She's big on soaps now.
Ah, so let's give Valentina one. Valentina, did you hear it?
Valentina.
She didn't hear it?
She's on her tablet. Oh, you wanna? She's coming. You wanna?
She's too busy for us. Hey, Valentina. I don't see your face. Hi, beautiful. This is for you, sunshine.
Thank you.
That's not your name?
Thank you.
She's playing. What are you playing?
She's doing accounting.
I play block. I play block.
Okay.
Oh, you're playing blocks?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Come on.
All right. So let's see what everybody is saying.
That's the door. Not me.
Charisma says we are super proud of you, Alejandro.
Thank you. But definitely let us know any questions for the Kidpreneur.
Yes, come on. Let's go ahead. Let you host it right now. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Tell them.
But definitely rolling the questions. He's going.
All right. So Nicole says a shout out to Alejandro. Oops, wrong one. Shout out to Alejandro, all that he is doing and the goals that he will achieve. Do you have any goals that you want to set for 2022?
One of the goals is, of course, having like the soaps officially like starting. One of them is incense. We're doing like incense, room sprays, and we hope to launch that maybe during this year.
Okay. And what about the room sprays?
Oh, what did you say?
The warehouse.
The warehouse. But
Wait a minute, this ain't that. Wait, no. Not yet.
But we're thinking about the
Not
warehouse.
Not yet. All right, so Kara says, thanks, Alejandro. You're such a sweet young man.
I know. I noticed there's some questions in the chat.
Do you see some?
Yeah, one of them is from Oaks. Where's the next place you'll be selling candles? The next place will be at the Eastern Market at DC. The Eastern Market, 9 to 4 p.m. We're gonna be there in DC.
Whoa.
Are you doing the market for Saturday and Sunday, or just Saturday?
Just Saturday because they're not gonna have it on Sunday because of course Easter.
Okay. All right. So Yvonne says, Five said you are super inspiring. Then he said his name. So you're so inspiring, Alejandro, is what he said.
Thank you.
Mariniki says no questions from me. But bro, you're doing a good job, bro. You doing a good job. You doing a good job. You doing a good job.
Another question is, what's the best advice you have for someone wanting to grow their business? Definitely look for the best thing is, of course, look at the big picture. Don't look at a small picture. Don't look like what will happen in a few things. Look at the big picture. Like focus and also prepare early. Like when spring when spring's coming, be prepared. Like you should prepare by like Christmas, so that when spring comes, you're ready and you're not at that stuff. And another thing for the business is, of course, if you're wanting to start a business, is that try to expand on the internet. Like try to like be on like Instagram and all that stuff, because that's one of the big things. And also always have an online website, because it may not seem a lot because people like just have their online website just sitting. Always focus on it, because you'll see it'll have some exploding numbers, but all it takes is some patience.
Okay. And how important is it for them to be on social media? Do you think it's pretty important?
It's pretty important because you can like lead them to your website. You can lead them to your website, and it's like the website's on the internet. It's quick, so you can like lead them to your website. People will be on the website and they'll get candles or whatever.
Right. Now you know what? A lot of these people in here are hard-headed, Alejandro. Did you know that? They don't listen. They don't like to listen. They're hard-headed.
It made me a door.
Thank you. What are you doing? Oh, that's sorry. Someone has a question. Will the Mother's Day boxes have candles? They'll have candles, and a surprise, you're gonna have soap in it. Soap made by Valentina.
Now, is there a certain scent for your Mother's Day boxes?
They're gonna be like different scents. One of them will be similar to the scents we had yesterday.
Similar to the scent you had yesterday. What scent did you have yesterday?
Last year.
I'm like, wait a minute, what? Okay, so Kendra wants to know, how do you go about choosing your scents for your candle?
Choosing scents for our candles. We of course listen to our customers. If a scent gets like recommended a lot, we're gonna head for it. But we're still gonna think about it because it's not like if a lot of people want almond, we're just gonna make like a lot of almond candles. We always think like one of them was Lily of the Valley.
Yeah.
And that was a big one. A lot of people were like, do you have Lily of the Valley and all that stuff. So we decided, why do we have a candle with Lily of the Valley? So that the people who love Lily of the Valley have a candle for them.
Gotcha. Okay, so now tell everybody where to find you.
You can find us at www.smelloflovecandles.com. You can also find us on Instagram at smellofcandles. And you can also find us on Twitter at Mom and Son.
Oh, okay. And so let's see. Are you guys on Facebook? Did you say Facebook?
Yes, we're on Facebook.
Okay, so everywhere is Smell of Love Candles. That's where we can find you at.
Smell of Candles.
Okay, and so you're releasing the Mother's Day boxes when? When can people buy them?
Today.
Okay, so you can purchase the Mother's Day boxes today.
Yeah.
And also, if you're first time, say it again.
I guess. But yeah, you can order the Mother's Day boxes today. They're gonna be released so that you can get some boxes for your mothers.
How are you so patient?
Sometimes I'm not patient. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm like, but you have to learn it. Like for like the business, you have to wait for people to come in. You can't be like, everyone get in the booth now and buy some candles.
No, I mean with your sister.
Huh?
With your sister, you're so good with her.
Well, sometimes you can get on like different eyes, but yeah, brother and sister, she likes to do some things that I like to do. Like earlier today, she tried to have a sword fight. So some things she likes to do. She likes Legos. And so we've gotten together. But sometimes like she can mess with me and I mess with her. So
nice. All right, big brother Alejandro.
No, they dropped.
So it was so good to have you here. I'm so excited that you that we got to have our own show together.
Thank you. I'm proud to be on the show, and thank you for letting me be on the show.
Thank you so much. And again, tell everybody the website one more time.
www.smelloflovecandles.com.
Yes. All right. So you guys.
You can also, I forgot to say, you can also get free candles on the website.
That's what I was going to ask you too.
You can get free candles on the website. They're the bestseller sample pack. And you can get them on the website. All you need to do is just pay for shipping.
Say it one more time. In order to get these free candles, they need to do what?
Pay for shipping.
All right, you guys. So why don't you go over there right now? Go to smelloflovecandles.com and purchase Jurassic Orange because that was his first candle, and get your sample pack so that you can smell. It's 4 cents in the sample pack. What are the 4 cents?
Alexa, Best Tea, The Gentleman, and Sage the Day.
Sage the Day. And what's Sage the Day smells? Is it just sage or is it sage with other stuff?
It smells like sage, white sage with lavender.
What are they saying on Facebook? Because Facebook is not showing up.
Don't put the way I hear.
Oh no, he answered those. Yeah, he answered those.
Oh, I noticed some people.
Put the way I hear.
But yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm going to get Jurassic Orange. This was awesome. Thank you, Alejandro. I'm heading to your site.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be placing an order. So, Alejandro, we got to have you again.
No, I put the way I
I'm always free. Well, sometimes I'm free. I'm glad to be on the show and like show you guys some things about the business and also what I do.
All right. And then I'm going to probably have you on again because your mom is going to be on the show next week so that you can show the Mother's Day box.
Yes.
And they put the
So
here.
thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm so proud of you. You're such an awesome young man.
Sorry to interrupt, but
You
someone
can't turn. Oh, you got to turn me up.
so that's the question. Right when we were wrapping up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Can you get a free sample pack with the order? Yes, you can. You can get a free sample pack with the order.
Just make sure you use the code.
Yeah, make sure you use the code. The code to get the free sample.
What's the code?
It's on the website.
Oh, okay.
It's called. It's first time.
Got it. Did everybody get the code? You got the website. If you purchase tonight, you get a free sample pack, and it has 4 candles.
My bad.
Wait,
First
say
time
again.
love. First time love. That's the code. I forgot the love, but it's first time love.
First time love is the code. Say it one more time.
First time love.
All right, you guys. So we are wrapping this up. This is only going to be up for 24 hours, and then we will be taking it down, and it will be in the Honor Society. So make sure that if you need to watch the replay, that you do so. And we will see you guys in the morning for Coffee with Nikki. But let me get back to the computer, Alejandro. So
No.
do it.
I know it's gonna happen. You want to say it, Valentina? Okay. She's busy on the game.
Okay. All right. So good night, Alejandro.
Good
I'll
night.
see you in the morning. I'll shout you out in the morning.
See you guys.
Thank you.
See you. You want to say bye, Valentina?
Bye.
Bye.
You want to say bye, mommy?
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you. Oh, and we have huge announcement when we have Patricia on. So that's when you can come back and then you can talk about the other stuff, Alejandro. That's when you can come back, okay? I want you to come back and you can say the news that you started that I kept going like this. Okay?
Slide back on.
That's right. Slide back on. We don't want to mess up your shot, your shine, your anything. We want to make sure that you have your own time.
I hope you guys are excited. My mom's going to be on next week, so of course, tune in.
You see how he's already ready? I'm telling you, he's so ready. He's so ready. He's so ready. All right, you guys have a great night. I'll see you in the morning for Coffee with Nikki. Alejandro, good night and get ready for school.
Definitely.
Oh, wait, you on spring break, right?
No, spring break finished.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, spring break finished and tomorrow's Wednesday, so I have school.
All right, so then get ready for school.
Right.
Have a good night.
See you guys. Say bye.
Bye.